I've got all the platypuses off the menu. Instead, they now have rat souffle. Maybe I'll keep that to myself. Hey, Dad.
What is it now? Can't you see your old man is busy?
I did it! The menu at Shea Schlumpy is platypus free.
Took you long enough. Had to go looking for platypus eggs first, did you?
Ha 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 ha. Yeah, the very thought is absolutely hilarious. So will you let me reserve a table now?
No.
No!
No! There's more to a date than fine food and a grand view, Rufus.
No! As in, no?
Yes. You also need to impress the lady with your manners. This is an Elysian we're talking about, right?
I've got burns and blisters, 2 chilblains, and several platypus bites, and you say no?
What about a poem?
Got burns and blisters, that's no lie. You still want more? Don't make me cry.
Not for me. For the lady.
Nah, somehow I can't imagine that poem would please her.
I can see it now. The sunset is magically reflected in the champagne, making the sparkles light up her tresses of gold.
It's more like orangey.
Schlumpy is serving dessert, and then I recite the poem.
You mean I recite the poem?
Yes, of course. You. Well, are you well-versed in the lyrical arts?
Sure, well enough to tootle my own horn.
No reason to worry. I happen to be a master poet. I just have to read through a few more volumes of poetry until I find the right verses.
No, Dad, that'll take forever.
Patience is the most prominent feature of a romantic, Rufus. No poem, no table. Got it?
He'd better think again. I've been listening to that doddering old fool long enough. I'm going to solve this problem my own way, a la Rufus, with another truly brilliant move. I know which words I'll use to impress Goal.
Don't make a fool of yourself.
Too late. Bad punzel, bad punzel. Ringle, wrangle, runzel.
You'd better let Daddy do this.
Your hair is like flowers without the stalks. Fallen angel, let's go for walks.
You'd better let Daddy do this.
A junk dealer from Porto Fisco once met a nice girl in a disco. He said, "You have class." But she said, "I'll pass." She thought it too much of a risco.
You'd better let Daddy do this.
Here am I, there are you, platypoo.
You'd better let Daddy do this.
I bet I can do this without your help.
That's what you said back then when you were playing blind man's bluff. It took you 3 days to find your way home, and 2 years until you had paid off what you owed me from the bet.
I know which word.
Don't make
Too late. I bet
it took and
Don't go away. I'll be back soon.
forget that line. Not even an 8-year-old would buy it.
Knock, knock.
You again?
You know quite a bit about poetry, don't you?
I'd be a lousy poet if I didn't.
Was that a yes or a no?
Please don't tell me you need my help with a poem.
I need your help with a poem.
No.
But it's for a lady. And,
Most importantly, it has to come from within you.
isn't it also important that it rhymes? You know, towards the end.
Not necessarily.
And the meter, what about that?
No matter, as long as it comes from the heart. Just give it a try.
Bad punzel, bad punzel. Ringle, wrangle, runzel.
Not bad at all. It's original, it's bold, and it's got this certain, artistic opacity. Bravo! I think you're ready.
What? But, no!
Go get her, Tiger.
I have the feeling he was only trying to get rid of me. Knock, knock.
You again?
I still need your help with that poem.
No, you don't. There's a poet lurking in all of us. Just give it a try.
Your hair is like flowers without the stalks. Fallen angel, let's go for walks.
Not bad at all. It rhymes. The message is clear and the metaphors work well. And it even contains a few romantic keywords. Bravo! I think you're ready.
What? But, no!
Go get her, Tiger.
I have the feeling he was only trying to get rid of me. Knock, knock.
You again?
I still need your help with that poem.
No, you don't. There's a poet lurking in all of us. Just give it a try.
A junk dealer from Portofisco once met a nice girl in a disco. He said, "You have class." But she said, "I'll pass." She thought it too much of a risco.
Not bad at all. It's amusing. The meter works perfectly, and it's even a love story, in the broadest sense. Bravo! I think you're ready.
What? But, no!
Go get her, Tiger.
I have the feeling he was only trying to get rid of me. Knock, knock.
You again?
I still need your help with that poem.
No, you don't. There's a poet lurking in all of us. Just give it a try.
Here am I, there are you, platypoo.
Say that again.
Here am I, there are you, platypoo.
You can't be serious. That is truly atrocious. The very worst I've ever heard. I wasn't going to admit it, but you really need my help.
Will you give me lessons or something like that?
Heavens, no! I know a lost cause when I see one. There is only one thing that can possibly aid you. It's the oldest trick in the poet's book.
Drugs?
Ghost writing.
That's what I meant.
Here, take this bug.
What on earth for?
Stick it in your ear.
But it's still wiggling.
Don't be such a sissy. Stick it in your ear. Then I can whisper the right words to you during your date.
Cool. Like a secret agent. Knock, knock.
You again?
This bug is tickling me.
Don't worry. As long as you've washed your ear, it's hopefully not going to take it for a buggy bathroom.
Yeah, I see. See you later.
Right. Leave me alone. Welcome again.
Grab a bus, platypus.
Yes, I will, Ducky Bill.
Hey, Dad.
What is it now? Can't you see your old man is busy?
I know which words I'll use to impress Goal.
Don't make a fool of yourself.
Too late. I may not be good at waxing eloquent, but I've got this.
What, earwax?
A prompter. The poet will whisper the right words to me.
That poor wretch who lives below me? What could he possibly whisper to you? Must you really play the piano after midnight? Doesn't sound so romantic to me. But it doesn't matter. I found just the right poem.
I'll do it my way.
Oh, the kid wants to stand on his own 2 feet. Almost. As you like it. Why not? I am going to reserve that table. And you take this.
What is it?
It's the invitation for Goal. According to all the rules of etiquette, when she reads this, she will most certainly show up for our date.
My date, you mean?
Exactly. But first, let me give you a few more hints. From father to son.
Wow, that was pretty moving. He even let me borrow a suit. Maybe he's not such a bad guy after all. I can hardly wait to give this to Goal. I wish I'd had one of these for Tony.
What just happened? I must have been unconscious. No wonder with the air in here.
Forget about it. Once the fungal spores have settled into your lungs, you can breathe normally again.
Huh? Oh, heavens, it's you again. You never give up, do you?
Realizing that is part of knowing me.
Just like living in constant fear of grievous bodily harm.
Exactly. Wait here, I'll be right.
Is that a problem?
Of course.
Good. That increases the chance.
What a woman.
What have you got this time?
Well, what do you think? This is an official invitation to a romantic dinner.
Oh, really? This invitation actually meets all the rules of etiquette. Bravo, Rufus. Apparently, I was completely wrong about you. Wait for me later in the old town, all right? I'm looking forward to being able to lay aside a few more prejudices against you and Deponia.
Lay aside certainly sounds great.
Oh, Rufus.
Why didn't she show up? I might have guessed that Dad doesn't know the first thing about women. With his terrific tips, it's a miracle that I exist at all. Romance and flowers, my ass. I'm gonna let him have it. Dad? What's been going on here? Flowers? Champagne? That louse! If this is what it looks like, the old philanderer might as well start digging the grave for his burial at sea. Right. That louse! What's this? I need a radio. Why would the old fart need a radio? Unless... Oh, I don't believe it! First he steals my date, and then my brilliant idea with the prompter. That miserable old dirtbag. I need a radio. Knock, knock.
You again?
I really need to borrow your radio.
No Never!
Oh, come on. From one bard to another.
I am a bard. You, however, ought to be barred.
But
No.
see you later.
Right. Leave me alone.
Crane! Crane!
What is it?
I found something! One last
No!
little
Don't say it!
memo.
I need a radio. Are you dictating these memos to him?
Don't change the subject, just give me the radio. Why do you have to do this anyway?
I won't say.
Do I have to get a memo that says I need secrets?
Oh, stock market news.
Oh, come on, Crane. Hello? Dad?
Rufus, is that you? Get off the line now. I'm waiting for a radio message from my Just get off the line, okay? You're bothering me, just like you always did.
If that doesn't beat all. Stealing my date from right under my nose! Your own son!
Excuse me? You're Rufus's father?
He seems to think that, but I'm not.
That is totally... Oh,
I took him in when I was still mayor of Kuvak. We found him in the garbage, kicking and screaming. He's a trash baby.
that isn't true!
Examine your feelings, Rufus. I am not your father.
Now you tell me? Have you no decency?
Look who's talking.
Oh, you don't understand. This guy has...
Has what? Standing? Style? A clean suit. You see, unlike you, the captain knows how to treat a lady.
But...
You heard the lady. Do I really need to call an attendant and have you removed by force, kicking and screaming? Just like the trash baby that you are?
Really? I'll get you for this.
Ugh, has the wind changed? Something smells a bit off.
Just an insignificant little breeze, dear, that's all.
All right, so I farted. But that doesn't make him better than me. I am so gonna rain on his parade. I will teach him a lesson so tough that it was dropped from the curriculum of the School of Hard Knocks. I'll show Goal who the real gentleman is, even if I have to punch out that traitor's lights.
Rufus! We would like to eat here in peace. Can't you just accept that?
But...
You heard the lady.
Oh...
Welcome again.
Grab a bus, platypus.
Yes, I will, Ducky Bill.
Hey, tst. You know about poetry, right?
Sure thing. One of my platypus poems even made it to page 3 of the Platypus Daily.
I see I've come to the right place. Here.
Watch this. Radio?
Oh yeah, you'll need it. It's, a romantic matter.
Platypus romance or human romance?
Shh, it's starting.
I have prepared something very special for you. The icing on the cake. A poem in your honor. Okay, here we go. The poem.
Pardon me?
The poem.
Go ahead. That was your cue.
Oh, I've got just the thing.
Give it your all.
You're cuter than a battywuss. You look just like a platypus? Uh-oh. Yuck. What? Hey! What the? Wait!
You were right, Rufus. Seagull is an idiot. It was very noble of you to try and warn me about him. Thank you. I owe you an apology, Rufus. Your foster father may act all sophisticated, but in reality, he is nothing but a sub-illuminated cerebral pygmy.
Yeah, just without the stripes. Now all I have to do is persuade your two other aspects.
I'm sure you will find a way. And I should know. The others are a part of me, after all. To tell you the truth, I liked you right from the start. You are a lot like Cletus, but you have a real backbone, and you aren't such a sissy.
That's true. But don't tell him I said that.
I had better stay here until you manage to persuade the other two. I must admit that I'm actually a little jealous. Totally weird, isn't it? Hello, Rufus. Making any progress? I don't want to rush you, but I think the mold and fungi on the bar are up to something.
I know. You're used to better environments. But don't you think you're exaggerating just a bit?
They're flocking together, whispering.
So what? They probably also think you're hot.
Heaven help me. For a moment, I actually thought that was sweet. Please hurry.
I'm having problems persuading Baby Goal.
That actually surprises me. I remember that part of myself. She's so naive. Once, she even tried to comfort a piranha because it was looking so hungry.
There are piranhas on Elysium?
Yes, my father used to breed pygmy piranhas in his aquarium.
Aw, that's cute.
I think I'm beginning to see the problem.
I'm having problems persuading Spunky Goal.
And you're surprised? Given your way of treating women.
Exactly. She should definitely have succumbed to my charms by now.
If charms refers to your chauvinistic blather, then you're in for a long wait. Although Spunky Gull, as you call her, always did have a soft spot for sleazebags. Perhaps your brainless attempts at courtship will eventually work on her.
It feels pretty strange to talk to 1/3 of your personality about the other 2/3.
I actually quite enjoy it. I always hated to be judged together with those two other sides of me. For example, I recall how embarrassed I was when Baby Gold tried to revive the hors d'oeuvres at Daddy's dinner party. Everyone was laughing, and Spunky Gold just made it worse. She called the Countess a tramp. Then she flew into a rage and stuffed an olive up the Baron's nose, including the toothpick. In moments like that, I always felt quite detached from myself. The guilt and shame were terrible.
Oh, sounds to me like the two of them were the life of the party.
It was inappropriate. I more than deserved the punishment that followed.
What punishment was that?
I was suspended from my toddler playgroup for 2 weeks.
I know I can do this.
Yes, but please try to avoid making me fall down somewhere again. Remember, I may have 3 minds, but I've only got 1 body. Oopsie, I must have nodded off for a moment.
No problem. As long as you didn't have any direct skin contact with the bar, that is.
You're funny.
I knew I could break them. People just shouldn't challenge me. I knew I could break them. People just shouldn't challenge me. I knew I could break them. People just shouldn't challenge me.
Oh, sole mio.
That must be the rebel base Garliff was talking about.
That isn't the secret knock.
Yes, it is.
No, it isn't. The secret knock goes...
You fool. Now you've given it away. Let me in.
First, the knock.
All right. Now can I come in?
No, wait, I got that wrong. That was the old knock.
What? But...
I know, it's a shame we changed it. The old one was much easier to remember. Nevertheless, we're using the new knock now.
And how does it go?
It's a secret.
Oh, darn it. It's empty, if you don't count all the creepy crawlies. It seems to be a colony of junk crabs. Cute. I knew I could break them. People just shouldn't challenge me. Huh? What do you want?
Sarah Connor.
No, you're in the wrong place. Now, she's working in Bostvok Ertl as a cockroach hairdresser these days.
I'll be back.
Hey, no biggie. You meet nice people here. I feel like I'm being watched. That must be one of those genuine tournament hands for professional rock, paper, scissors.
Hey, you! Why are you sneaking around here?
Do you mean me?
Of course I mean you. Or do you have an invisible buddy with you?
Ha! If I had a buddy with me, he wouldn't be half as invisible as I am, because I move as inconspicuously as a ninja.
Ugh, no way. The way you stomp around, I would notice you even if you were hidden using the golden dragon of invisibility from Gilligan's Gadget Shop.
Ha! A real ninja doesn't need gadgets. I can dissolve into thin air with my secret stealth powers anytime.
Then please do that. I don't want to see you around here again. Understand?
Aw, no, I can't while someone's watching. Huh, let's see how well he can see me now. Well, looky here. If that isn't a radio station. What have we here? Slides of some sort. Probably the plans of unorganized crime. Let's see what those clowns are up to. Wait a minute. Nothing but scribbles. Somebody smeared finger paint on this. But that's...
Hello? Wink, please come in.
Uh-oh. There's a radio message coming in.
Wink, answer me.
Wait a minute. I know that voice. I bet it's Cowboy Dodo from the local radio station.
Wink, are you going to pick up or not? This is Cletus.
I mean, it must be Cletus. Of course, Goal's fiance. Well, ex-fiance, actually. He appears to have survived the crash of the escape pod. But what has he got to do with unorganized crime? I better answer this. I'm great at imitating voices. He'll never catch on.
Hello, Cletus?
Wink, Is that you? Why are you talking so funny?
I'm not talking funny. I sound exactly like Wink. A phonetically trained ear would hear that right away.
Stop blabbering nonsense and get to the point. You know good and well that time is running out. Tell me, have you been able to track down my fiancée?
Ex-fiancé, you mean?
I mean Goal, my fiancée. Wait, I've got the picture you wanted. You can print it as a slide. And here's a picture of the cartridge that holds the ascension codes.
Ascension codes, That nincompoop is tough. He's not giving up.
Excuse me?
My income group's not enough for living it up.
That should be the least of your worries right now. Do you need any more materials?
Where are you, anyway?
Why do you want to know?
Oh, yeah. Good question. Why, I wonder?
Because of the handover later?
My answer would have been more plausible, but yes, exactly.
I'm in an Organon blast tower, directly on the cruiser route to Porto Fisco. You'll find the coordinates on the next slide. But let me know in advance when you're going to show up here, or the Organon will see to it that your submersible never sees the surface again. Do you get that?
Why do you need those ascension codes again?
But I already told you.
Yes, but your pronunciation leaves a lot to be desired.
I'll explain it to you just one more time. The last high boat will be leaving Deponia from Porto Fisco in a week. So if I don't have the ascension codes by tomorrow, I won't be able to get back to Elysium in time.
Now that would be a disaster.
You said it. Actually, I shouldn't be telling you any of this, but I'm doing so anyway, because I know about the importance of motivating underlings. For reasons that are really none of your business, I must tell the Council of Elders in Elysium that Deponia is uninhabited. An awful lot depends on that. Everything else is insignificant.
Right.
Ulysses, the Organon's prime controller, takes no risks. If my report doesn't reach Elysium in time, he will see to it that Deponia is indeed uninhabited.
Say what? I mean,
What did you say?
The Organon has the means to turn the entire area around the Rust-Red Sea into a desert. If I haven't got my hands on the ascension codes by tomorrow, they will drop a bomb from this blast tower. As a result, all life on Deponia would probably be extinguished. This slide provides the proof.
But then you would be dead too.
Oh, bravo! You're beginning to see why it's so important to me to get Goal back. I hope you'll be sufficiently motivated now to find her. Cletus, out.
Just a moment. Oh, blast it.
what do I do now? If Cletus doesn't get the ascension codes by tomorrow, then all life on Deponia will be eradicated. But if he does get them, all of Deponia will be destroyed. I have to beat him to it somehow. Looks like it all depends on how fast I can bring Goal around. In other words, on my charms. It can't be so hard then.
Hello, Cletus.
Rats, he isn't answering. If Cletus doesn't get the ascension codes by tomorrow, then all life on Deponia will be eradicated. But if he does get them, all of Deponia will be destroyed. I have to beat him to it somehow.